Right, so yeah, hi everybody. I hope you all are doing great.
Yes, how are you, sir?
Right, Deepam, I'm doing great. Right, so we have almost, yeah, we have 12 people over there. Uh, I believe we can start the class right now, right? All right, so yeah, first of all, guys, just tell me one thing. The things we covered yesterday, is there anybody like who had any query or anything? So you are free to ask any questions you may have, from the last lectures that we had. So yeah, please, anybody, any question from last class? All good. Then yeah, we'll proceed today with our other topics that we have. And yeah, we also need to set up our machines. The Kali Linux we need to set up for the yeah. So today only, we'll do this thing. We'll set up our Kali Linux machine for all the practical work that we are supposed to do, and also we will discuss some more different type of cyber attacks that are out there. So yeah, right now I'll do one thing. I'll give you guys all the links and everything, that will help you to download the resources, download the VirtualBox and Kali Linux ISO. And by the end of this class, I will help you set up, everything in your machine. So first of all, how many of you actually know what Kali Linux is? Is there anybody who don't know what Kali Linux is? Nabil, correct, Flux, don't know. Okay. Muhammad don't know. Anybody who don't know what Kali Linux is? Yep, different flavor. Correct, Nabil. Is there anybody else apart from Muhammad who don't know what Kali is? All right, so still, Muhammad, I'll let you know what Kali Linux actually is. So right now, most probably the operating system that you're working on, yeah, the operating system on which you are working on right now, it is a Windows machine, right, that you are using, or maybe a Mac OS that you're using. So Linux is like Kali Linux is nothing but a different type of operating system, just like your Windows machine. We have Linux-based operating systems as well, and Kali is nothing but a flavor of Linux, right? So within Linux also we have different kind of systems that are there. For example, Kali is Debian based, and then Ubuntu is also Debian based. Then we have Red Hat is there, CentOS is there. So there are a lot of different flavors that are there of Linux, right? So yeah, it is just the operating system, just like your Windows machine. The major difference that is there is mainly we use Kali Linux for your pen testing. Like Kali Linux is the operating system that is designed for hackers by the hackers. So whatever tools we need to do our pen testing, to do like all these tasks, everything will be done using Kali Linux only. Correct, Sandeep. Absolutely correct. Okay. So, and yeah, to install Kali Linux to put that operating system within your machine where you already have a Windows operating system. So how that thing will work? For that we use a specialized software that is like we need to provide a virtual space for to that operating system to run. So there are a lot of different type of operating different type of softwares that you can use to make this thing happen. One such software is VirtualBox, and then we have one VMware as well that we use. But yeah, I prefer VirtualBox. I'm used to that, so I'll give you that only for now. VirtualBox or actual VirtualBox. So let me just give you guys the link for this. Please make sure to put this thing on download. Those who don't have Kali Linux in their system right now, please make sure to download VirtualBox. I'll give you the link. Second. Please click on the link I have shared. Why we require VMware? What? Okay. All right. See, there are two options that you have, right? One is that you change your whole operating system. That means you remove Windows from your machine, from your hardware laptop, and then you put Kali Linux. So that is the only operating system that you will have. Or you can dual boot your machine as well. But what we prefer, that is a VirtualBox. We use VirtualBox. We put because See, as a pen tester, I don't only I won't only have the technical tasks to perform. I won't only do the pen testing, but I'll also create the reports and all these things. So I'm very much used to uh, Windows machine, right? There are other things as well, the software that we use on Windows. So on Windows, I will put a virtual box so that I can run Kali Linux. So that is the reason, because I have to do pen testing. I cannot do it with Windows directly. So that's why I need some medium where I can install my Kali Linux operating system. So VirtualBox is one such medium, that we can use. So I have given you guys the link. Please click on the link to download VirtualBox. There is one more link that I'll be sending you guys right away. And to install Kali in your system also, there are different options that we have. We can download directly a fully created OVA file for this. You just need to double click on that OVA file and it will be up and running in your system. There is one other thing that we can do, that is live boot, where we put operating system in a pen drive. We make our pen drive bootable. So wherever you will go, wherever for example, when we have to do the data extraction during a forensic investigation, so we create such bootable pen drives. So we just plug it in, and then our full-fledged operating system will be within this pen drive, and then we can run our like whatever action we want to perform. We can directly do it. And so yeah, but yeah, for now, what we will do, we will click on this installer images, and so you can copy this one, complete open installation with customization. So we can go with this one, right click, copy link. I'm putting this link over here. Please click on this link to download your Kali. So yeah, guys, I have shared two links in our this chat. I have shared two links. Please click on these links to download your VirtualBox and ISO file for your Kali Linux. Uh, please confirm once in the chat. Once you start the download, please confirm. Sandeep, definitely you don't need it. So basically, this is for those, like there are many people who don't know what Kali Linux is, who don't have Kali installed in their system. So this is specifically for those folks. Everybody, can you please say something? I mean, whatever, yeah, download it. All good. Yeah, others also please confirm. Those who don't have Kali Linux in their system right now, please confirm once you start the download process. I have shared two links. I have pinned both of those links. Once both of these things are you have started from your end, please confirm it once. Adnan, Matthew, Aniket, Deepu, Flux, Hari, Mohammed has confirmed. Okay. Nabi, Prabhu already have. Rajan, Raju, Sandeep have already. Santosh, Sayyid. Any difference or advantage, disadvantage, Kali versus Parrot? Hey, Matthew, both are, very much similar. You won't even face much differences in both of these. One thing I have seen is, for example, when I, perform this, what I would say, Wi-Fi hacking, you can say, like when we perform any wireless attacks. So I was struggling with, like I have a network adapter of TP-Link. So I was struggling with Pareto is fine. So I was struggling with the drivers on my Kali. I tried installing the drivers also. So there were some issues that I was facing. But when I did the same thing on Parrot, I was able to do it. So mostly Parrot have these, pre-built, what I would say, drivers, like pre-installed drivers it has. So for me, that was the thing. The rest, both are, almost same. You'll be do all the things you want to do in both operating systems. All right. So I have start to download this file. All good, all good. Any difference? Yeah, I have to download. I have already fine. I have Parrot OS. All good, no issues. This link, it says no need to install any. Install, no need to install any VM. Okay. I'll check it once I have VMware and an older version of Kali Linux. We'll prepare the new version as well. Totally fine. No issues at all. Okay, 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 okay. So did you mean WSL? One second. Mr. Sandeep, are you talking about WSL?
Yeah, could I have not tried it, but it seems that I just got the links. Thanks for sharing it.
I am getting your point. I mean, WSL one can do. We can put Ubuntu also in our terminal. So at the end, it won't have any, what I would say, it won't have any graphical interface. You can do it, but no, it won't work, like that. I mean, no GUI, nothing will be there, but it is basic.
For everything, you have to download again. Like you have to update the. It comes with basic. Only nothing is there. So you have to update every time. Whatever you need, you need to update. Get it installed.
Are you, Prabhu, are you talking about
Yeah, no,
Parrot?
WSL. WSL,
WSL, okay,
WSL.
okay, WSL.
Yeah,
Mhm. Correct, correct.
it brings
Yeah,
only the basic
WSL,
package.
yeah, we use WSL also, but I mean, the look and feel that you'll get on your graphical interface, the one we have. And so, yeah, it is much better over here. So, mostly, I believe everybody has started the download part. So, we are good. We are good. All good. So, I believe we can proceed now with the topics that we have for today. All good. So, yeah, we have a few things for today. We'll cover the theoretical part first. Then we will do the setup of our Kali Linux machine. And then, we will run some basic, what I would say, some basic practicals we'll perform for information gathering, active and passive. So this is the agenda for today for us. All right. Meanwhile, if you guys have any questions, any doubt, please feel free to drop your queries in the chat box. Right. So we start with social engineering. It used to manipulate individuals into divulging sensitive information, performing specific actions, or compromising their security. Again, social engineering is nothing like we discussed phishing yesterday, right? So phishing is a type of social engineering only. In social engineering, what we do, we exploit human psychology. You try to gain somebody's trust, and you try to exploit it basically. For example, if I have to give you one very good example of this thing, and that would be sometime back, uh, there was one case where we got to know that very high official of DRDO fell in a honey trap with one ISI, ISI, this agent from Pakistan. That is also social engineering, right? That at the end, your like human behavior, the human psychology is getting exploited over there. So that is one example of this, guys. Just give me a moment. Please give me a moment. All right. Yeah. Apologies for this. Yeah. So what I was telling you, I already have. Hey, it's fine, Santosh. It's fine. It's fine. If you have Paragraphs installed, it's totally fine. You don't need to delete it. Okay. So yeah, what I was saying, phishing is a type of social engineering only. In social engineering, you are trying to exploit the human psychology. You do it in phishing also. You do it in when somebody performs this kind of what I would say like this kind of funny trap kind of attack. When somebody performs, this is also social engineering, right? You make somebody friend. For example, you have some very bad intentions for company. You want to do some harm to that specific company, and you find out who will be the right person uh, from whom you can find out some very critical and useful information. For example, you met somebody who is in who is a, let's say, uh, IT manager, or who is maybe who is handling network for a company, who is handling whole network for a company, and you become his friend. Now you are just trying to gather as much information as you can. For example, what kind of softwares they are using in their company, what kind of network architecture they have, what weaknesses they have. For example, somebody like that guy says that that our company, like, these folks are very money minded. They don't want to put money, so that's why they are using old operating systems. So he's saying bad things about his company, but eventually he's also telling some weak points to the individual who is tricking him into revealing this kind of information. So at the end of it, what we are trying to do is, in social engineering, the attacker will try to get as much information as he can by exploiting the human psychology and trust. We are human beings. We are wired in such a way that we trust other human beings. So yeah, this is what what attackers try to exploit. I hope since then act intended to deceive or trick, a cyber hoax can cause just as disruption as an actual breach would cause. Hoax is nothing but a fake news that you are getting, fake news related like to you are getting fake news on your emails or anywhere, right? You're getting false virus alerts that your system is uh, compromised by, uh, you know, uh, your system is compromised by a virus, a malware. So all of these things are nothing but a hoax, some fake news that somebody is trying to spread. So this is what it is. Hi, Angie, I have a busy day. Could only count on you to keep this as a surprise. I'm looking forward to surprise some of the staff with gadgets. So in a hoax, if you see some example, hoax can use fake news to influence your opinion on certain topics. For example, when we see in social media, somebody is running some kind of propaganda agenda. Somebody is trying to have, they are showing you uh, news and they are showing you some facts, or maybe that misinformation they are trying to spread by telling you lie. That is also a kind of hoax. Sanjay that died. Absolutely. Sanjay that died. Correct. Like this would be a one example of this thing. Fake virus alert hoax can claim that a file is a virus or harmful file. Instruct users to delete it. Maybe, yep, definitely. Those who don't know, uh, much about computer, if somebody says that your system is compromised by a virus and there is some critical file that is present in your system, that the individual has to delete. So, and if somebody deletes that file, there will be some disruption that it may cause. So those kind of things. So this is what your hoax is about. So yeah, and then coming to your shoulder surfing, and so these are something that are very very interesting. If I tell you honestly, so first of all, I'll talk about the dumpster diving. What exactly is the dumpster diving? There is one saying that says, that goes like, one man's trash is another man's treasure. Any sensitive information should be properly disposed. So this line, one man's trash is another man's treasure. What exactly does this thing mean? For you, maybe let's say you are an HR, right? You did some job interviews and you have a list of candidates from whom you have to do the shortlisting. So you are having 20 individuals. Out of these 20 individuals, you'll be, let's say, calling 5 individuals for the next round of the interview. Now, right now, what happens? These individuals come, they give the interview, and they go. And what you are doing right now, out of these 20, you have extracted email information of 5 individuals, and you have the information. And this paper that you have, where you have all the information written, you just wrap it and crush it and throw it into the dustbin. For you, it is nothing but a piece of paper, some trash that is there. But somebody who was watching you, he went there, he picked it up, he's reading this whole thing that right now that individual will have all the information of those 20 people who came for the interview. Let's say you selected 5, but what he can do on your behalf, he can to perform a full-fledged phishing, where he will, because those guys are expecting an email from the company, right, for a second round of interview. Maybe this guy can send the email to those 15 people saying that hey, you have been selected for this position, or you have been selected for second round. As per our company policy, you have to send these details to us, and also there is this application fee that you have to submit, and your interview will be scheduled for this date. Thank you for choosing us, or something like that. He can write. So now, because that individual has already given one round of interview, and he was already expecting one email from the company, you are pretending to be that HR, and you send these 15 people the email. Definitely they will give you the money, and many of them may fall victim of this specific thing. Out of 15, maybe 5 or 7 people will be victim of this specific thing. So this is why we say it like this. One other example would be, have you guys seen the credit card PIN numbers that we have? Like whenever you withdraw any money, uh, you will be getting a receipt you will get, and on that receipt there will be a credit card PIN number that will be written. PIN number is like you will see something like XXX, then last 4 digits will be there, something like that will be there, right? For you, it's nothing. You will throw it into the ATM dustbin only. But hash code tag. Okay. So you may just throw it in the dustbin, but that specific information again can be useful for the people, right? We have actually full-fledged websites, full-fledged. Uh, we have the websites where using the bin you can actually generate the credit cards, and using those credit cards one can go and like validate also. Some credit cards can be validated and can be used. Mostly people use this specific trick to get free trials from all these what I would say, uh, let's say, OTT platforms. And so yeah, this is how also this thing can be used. So this is the bin checker we have. Second. Correct. So yeah, over here on in these kind of websites, you can actually put your bin number and generate some credit cards. I won't say that all of these credit cards will work, but yeah, still somebody can get some useful information out of this, and then these credit cards can be actually used on some of these OTT kind of platforms to do things. All right. So yeah, that is also something. And for a company, if they don't dispose their, let's say, for example, you are working in a company and they don't have proper information disposal policy, then what will happen? They have, let's say, hard drives, a lot of hard drives that they have, very old hard drives they have. They don't have the information disposal policy, and now they are directly disposing it off, selling it to some other person after what I would say, after formatting the hard disk, they are selling it, or maybe they are just throwing it into the bin. For them, it is nothing, but for a hacker, for somebody who knows how to extract data out of it, he can extract the data and again use that specific kind of information. So yeah, that is the thing. And then what exactly is shoulder surfing? Shoulder surfing is a criminal observes or shoulder surfs to pick up pins, access codes, or credit card numbers. For example, over here you can see somebody is sitting doing his work. Someone is just doing what from like he's standing behind and just checking whatever pin you are putting. For example, you are in an ATM, like you are in the ATM room that we have. You are trying to withdraw some money. Somebody just trying to look at your pin, what exactly you're typing over there. This is what your shoulder surfing is about. You are sitting at your desk, you are putting your pin on your smartphone. Somebody just sees that thing that okay, this is his pin, and now he can use that pin. So you need to make sure whenever you enter any this kind of sensitive information anywhere, or you check your surroundings. So that is the thing. So this is also something very interesting. You already discussed it once, but let me give you a quick recap of this. What exactly is DOS? Is there anybody who wants to explain this? Denial of service. Anyone? Denial of service. Flood the network. Sandeep, if I tell you, like it is not only about flooding the network, it can be any resource. It can be a network for sure. It can be anything. Correct. For example, you have a web server. On that web server, for example, your website has a functionality where somebody can upload a file to your web server, right? Maybe a PDF document or anything like that. Now you forgot to put a limit on that, that what will be the file size that somebody can upload. And because that specific limit is not there, somebody can upload a file of, let's say, 100 GB, and he will upload 1,000 such files, and your system don't have that much storage, because of which system will crash. It won't behave in the way it should be, the way it should work. That is the thing. So in denial of service results in some sort of interruption of network services to users, devices, and applications. The goal of denial of service is to deny access to authorized users, making the network available or unavailable. So what exactly is happening over here? You have some sort of server, let's say. For example, yeah, this is the hacker that we have, and yeah, this is the hacker that we have. This hacker has hacked these many machines over the period of time. Okay, he has hacked these many machines. Correct. Now all of these machines that are hacked, these machines will act as a port for him. So let's say in 1 year he has access to these machines. These machines are connected to his C2 server that he has, command and control server that he's using, he's operating. And now what exactly he will do? Using these machines, he will perform an attack on the target. For example, this is the target system that he has. So what he will do to make the system overload, he will send requests and data from all of these systems over here, right? So this is what your distributed denial of service attack is. Now there is one very interesting concept over here. That is the concept of botnets. Okay. A botnet is a network of computers or devices. Uh, botnets have been compromised and are under remote control of a single entity called as boardmaster. These compromised devices, often called bots or zombies, malware allows the attack boardmaster to perform various actions without knowledge of device owners. Botnet can consist of thousands of millions of compromised devices. All good. So right now, there is a possibility that the system that you are right now using, it is a part of botnet. So in botnet, what happens? Attackers compromise, attacker will compromise multiple machines in this whole world. They won't use that machine till the time they actually need that specific machine. So, and all of these machines are called as zombies. So let me draw this thing for you over here. This is a boardmaster we have over here. So what exactly is happening over here? So all of these machines that you see over here, all of these machines are zombies, or you can call it as bot. You can call it as bot. So all of these bots are controlled by a single entity called as bot master. And this whole thing that you see over here, this whole thing is called as your botnet. Right. So botnet is nothing but a network of a lot of compromised machines that will be controlled by a single entity called as botmaster. Any question, any doubt so far? Anyone? Any question, any doubt?